Right, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be looking at this Vauxhall Astra Mark IV, which is the Astra G. We've got no brake pedal on it really, it's really spongy. So what we've done, we've had all the wheels off, we've checked calipers, discs, everything's fine, checked hoses for any leaks. The fluid hasn't gone down anywhere, so we know we ain't got a leak anyway. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bleed the system because maybe there's a bit of air in it. What do you reckon?
Bleed the system with my bleed kit.
Let's take you in the car and I'll show you what the pedal's doing. Right, before we head in the car, I'll just show you one of the corners now. These are all the same. As you can see, there's plenty of meat left on them pads there. And there's no lip on there at all, so it would be silly just to change them for the fun of it. So let's go and take a look at this pedal. Right, and as you can see the brake pedal there, and just, my dad ain't felt that. Look, straight down, no pressure there. Yeah, it takes about 3 or 4 pumps to build it up.
It did go right down to the floor, didn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like there's air in the system.
That's what we're going to have a look at today, and hopefully we can get that sorted. Right then, so I'll just show you this fluid, that it is filled up. As you can see, it's right to the top there.
Yeah, I would imagine someone's topped that up, to be honest with you, because it looks pretty clean. But
it is clean, yeah, but
we don't know if someone's actually bled it and left air in it or whatever.
But I think I've had the car for about 8 or 9 months now, and I haven't put nothing in it, so it hasn't lost anything since I've had it. And what we're going to be using today is this Sealy bleed system. I've never used one of these before, so this is all new to me.
Good bit of kit. So it comes with this adapter head, so all you do basically, you unscrew your normal cap, and you've got this sort of check valve on there, and you screw that, and you've got to make sure you've got fluid in your actual chamber there. So that is one thing you must make sure. Then you push that in, you screw that up. That has got a rubber seal on the lid of that, so because this has got to be pressurised, you see. So let's just turn it up like that. Okay, and then you get your tool, which has got brake fluid all the way in it, and you clip that onto there, like that, and then you pressurise your chamber. I think we'll normally go up to about 22 psi, so you fill this up obviously with fresh fluid in there, and you keep pumping until you see about 22 psi on your gauge. 20 psi in there, as you can see. Now you let that stand for about 5 to 10 minutes and make a note of where your gauge is, and come back in 10 minutes and make sure that it hasn't dropped. If it has dropped, you've probably got a seal letting by somewhere. So we'll leave that for 10 minutes, then we'll come back and have a look. Right then, so that's been about 10 or 15 minutes now. So as you can see, we've lost no pressure, it's still at 20 psi. So what we'll do now is we'll go around to each corner, crack the cylinder until we see the fluid coming out, and then we'll know that's bled. You've got decent access to your bleed nipples, and the last thing you want is for these things to snap off, which can happen, so you've just got to be very careful indeed. Right, so we just crack the bleed nipple, let the fluid run out into our container there, as you can probably see. It's just dripping up there. Just starting to drip into there now, yep, so I will crack it a bit more, but we'll just run this through until we get a good bit of fluid in the bottle, and that means we're basically purging out all the old fluid with the new fluid, and there's no need to top that bottle up, the reservoir, because the big reservoir bottle which we've got automatically tops it up via that little cap we put on. Oh yeah, see the air coming out, look folks, look. That's why the system's spongy, because there's loads of air in the bleeding system. Right, okay, let's carry on. Right, that's that one fully bled up now. As you can see, we've put the little nipple cover back on to stop any crap coming on there, so once you finish, just give it a little clean up and move on to the next one. And don't forget to keep an eye on this gauge, because obviously you're releasing pressure when you open the valve down the bottom there. So if you do drop a bit, just give it a pump and bring it back up to pressure. Right then, so we're back on all 4 wheels now. Obviously when you're doing your brakes, always start from the furthest point from your reservoir. So my reservoir is on the front driver's side, so we start on the rear passenger side and then work your way around until you're at the front driver's. So we got no air out of the back wheels at all, but we've got loads of air out the front one, so we'll just show you the pedal now. And there you go, it's back to pressure like any old normal car. Look, fully solid, look. Instead of going right down. So a lot of air in there, wasn't there? Yes, it was. Unbelievable. Someone's had a go at it in the past.
So what we're thinking is it's had new front brakes on, so when they've changed them, he may have had to go at bleeding the fronts and obviously not done it right, as I say. So and we're fully up to maximum. Brand new fluid, pulled all the way through and up to the mark. So this was ideal. This means you can do this job on your own. Although there was two of us, I was just learning how to use it. So this is the Sealy brake and clutch bleeding system. It's the model number VS820. So I'll leave a link down below for that. So if you want to purchase one of these, you can find that in the description down below. So I think we're going to leave it here for this little video. And this is how to bleed your brakes, not just on a Vauxhall Astra. This goes for any vehicle really. So
thanks very much, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and also pop over and have a look at Retro Restore channel. Does some good stuff on there.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right then. Until next time, we'll see you about.